November 29th, 1970. A crisp chill hung in the air of Isdal Valley, Norway. Professor Carl Halvar Agard decided to take his two young daughters on a hike, seeking a break from the bustling city. The sun cast long shadows through the trees as they ventured deeper into the valley. It was then that the tranquility was shattered. A putrid smell wafted through the air, leading them to a horrifying sight. In a secluded clearing, amidst the rocks and brush, lay the charred remains of a human body. The girls screamed, their father pulling them close, his heart pounding in his chest. The body, largely burnt, was sprawled on the ground. The police were summoned immediately, their arrival marking the beginning of one of Norway's most perplexing unsolved mysteries. The investigators surveyed the scene, their faces grim. The body was female, burned beyond recognition. Scattered around her were personal items, a melted plastic bottle, partially burned nylon stockings, an umbrella, and a wristwatch. The question echoed in everyone's mind. Who was this woman, and what had brought her to this gruesome end? The police investigation began in earnest. The burnt suitcase found near the body was treated with utmost care, its contents holding the potential to unlock the secrets of the Isdal Woman as she came to be known. As the investigators carefully opened the charred suitcase, they were met with a strange and unsettling collection of items. Wigs, carefully stored in their netting, hinted at a desire for transformation, for slipping in and out of different personas. A pair of prescription eyeglasses, the lenses strangely removed, added another layer to the enigma. The mystery deepened as they discovered a collection of cryptic notes, seemingly scribbled in code. The suitcase was more than just a repository of personal belongings. It was a Pandora's box of secrets, each item a piece of a complex and puzzling jigsaw puzzle. It painted a picture of a woman who was constantly on the move, changing her appearance, speaking in coded messages, her true identity a carefully guarded secret. The investigators, their curiosity piqued, delved deeper, determined to unravel the truth behind the Isdal Woman and the circumstances that led to her demise. The investigation took an unexpected turn when the police discovered that the Isdal Woman had traveled extensively throughout Norway and beyond. She used different aliases, morphing into different versions of herself, leaving a trail of false identities in her wake. Hotel records revealed stays under names like Geneviève Lancier, Claudia Tilt, and Vera Jarl. Each name was a mask, a carefully constructed facade hiding her true identity. The woman was fluent in several languages, effortlessly switching between them, further adding to her air of mystery. Witnesses recalled her speaking English, German, and French, her accent difficult to place. She moved with confidence, her linguistic prowess suggesting a life less ordinary, hinting at a past shrouded in secrecy. The more the investigators dug, the more elusive she became. Her movements were like smoke, her identities like fleeting shadows. The ability of the Isdal Woman to converse in multiple languages wasn't just a curious detail, it was a crucial clue. It pointed towards a life less ordinary, a past steeped in travel, perhaps even intrigue. Fluent in English, German, and French, she navigated through social situations with an uncanny ability to blend in, her true origins masked by her linguistic prowess. Witnesses who had interacted with her at hotels and cafes struggled to pinpoint her accent. Some detected a hint of Eastern Europe, others a touch of something more Western. Her words were a chameleon, adapting to her surroundings, further blurring the lines of her true identity. The investigators brought in language experts, hoping to decipher the subtle nuances of her speech, to catch a glimpse of the woman behind the linguistic veil. The experts analyzed recordings of her voice, meticulously dissecting her pronunciation and intonation. The languages she spoke were more than just tools of communication. They were potential keys to unlocking the secrets she so carefully guarded. The Isdal Woman was a master of disguise, her words both a weapon and a shield. Section 5. The contents of her secret life. The charred suitcase and its contents became a focal point of the investigation. Beyond the wigs and the coded notes, each item revealed a new layer of the Isdal Woman's complex life, like artifacts unearthed from a forgotten tomb. There were clothes with labels meticulously removed as if to erase any trace of her origin. A collection of cosmetics hinted at a woman who cared about her appearance, perhaps using it as another tool in her arsenal of deception. One particular item stood out, a small, nondescript diary. Its pages, though partially damaged by fire, contained entries written in a hurried hand. The writing was in code, a jumble of letters and numbers that defied easy deciphering. Cryptographers were brought in, their expert eyes scanning the cryptic entries. They worked tirelessly, attempting to break the code, to unravel the enigma of the Isdal woman's hidden thoughts and experiences. The diary, a silent confidant, held the potential to give voice to a woman who had moved through the world in silence, her true self hidden behind a veil of aliases and half-truths. Each coded word, each carefully chosen symbol was a breadcrumb, a potential clue leading them closer to the truth. Section 6. The body's silent testimony. While the investigators meticulously pieced together the fragments of her life, the Isdal woman's body held its own set of secrets. The autopsy revealed traces of sleeping pills in her system, hinting at a possible suicide attempt, but the presence of carbon monoxide in her lungs painted a more sinister picture, suggesting she might have been murdered. The pathologist noted that her body was unusually clean, as if it had been wiped down to remove any trace evidence. Her fingerprints were sanded off, a chilling detail that spoke of a deliberate attempt to erase her identity and make identification impossible. The more the experts examined the body, the more questions arose. Was it suicide, as the sleeping pills suggested, or was she murdered, her body carefully staged to mislead the investigation? The lack of definitive answers only heightened the mystery. The Isdal woman's body, a silent witness to its own demise, refused to yield its secrets easily. Section 7. Was she a spy? The Cold War cast a long shadow over the Isdal woman case. The political climate of the time, rife with espionage and clandestine operations, provided fertile ground for speculation. Could the Isdal woman have been a spy, caught in the crosshairs of a deadly game of international intrigue? Her ability to speak multiple languages, her use of aliases, and her travels across Europe fueled this theory. Some speculated she might have been working for a Western intelligence agency, while others believed she could have been a double agent caught between competing loyalties. The coded notes found in her suitcase hinted at a clandestine network, her movements perhaps part of a larger, hidden operation. Could the Isdal woman have stumbled upon information that made her a liability, a threat to powerful forces who sought to silence her? The spy theory, while circumstantial, provided a compelling narrative, a glimpse into the shadowy world of Cold War espionage where identities were fluid and secrets were deadly. Section 8. A life shrouded in secrets. The Isdal woman's story wasn't just about a mysterious death. It was about a life lived in the shadows. Who was she behind the aliases? What secrets did she guard so fiercely that she was willing to erase her own identity? The investigation, despite its thoroughness, failed to provide definitive answers, leaving behind a void filled with speculation and unanswered questions. Some theorized she was running from a troubled past, seeking anonymity in a foreign land. Others believed she might have been involved in criminal activities, her movements dictated by a need to stay one step ahead of the law. The lack of concrete evidence allowed these theories to flourish, each adding a new layer to the enigma of her existence. The Isdal woman became an enigma, a blank slate upon which people projected their own interpretations. She was a ghost, haunting the picturesque landscapes of Norway, her true identity lost to time and circumstance. The mystery of her life, rather than diminishing over time, seemed to deepen, fueled by the very lack of answers. Section 9. The Isdal woman, an enduring enigma. The Isdal woman case, despite being cold for decades, continues to captivate and intrigue. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of unsolved mysteries, their ability to linger in the collective consciousness, prompting us to seek answers, to find meaning in the unknown. The case has been the subject of numerous documentaries, podcasts, and articles, each attempting to shed light on the life and death of the unknown woman. In recent years, advancements in DNA technology have offered a glimmer of hope for finally uncovering the truth. Efforts are underway to extract DNA from the few remaining pieces of evidence, hoping to unlock the secrets held within her genetic code. The possibility, however remote, of finally putting a name to the face, of tracing her lineage, of giving her back the identity that was so brutally stripped away, fuels the determination of those who refuse to let her story fade into obscurity. The Isdal Woman case, with its baffling clues and unanswered questions, serves as a reminder that some mysteries may never be fully solved. It challenges our perception of identity, of the masks we wear, and the secrets we keep. And as technology advances and new leads emerge, the hope remains that one day, the Isdal Woman will finally reveal her secrets, bringing closure to a case that has haunted investigators and armchair detectives for over 5 decades.